Hey YouTubers, it's B again. I'm doing another one. Yes, I'm just putting it out there. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I get viewers, but yeah. So I freaked myself out today, or yesterday, or something. Someone was asking me for a picture, and I have a thing about pictures. Don't ask. I mean, I'm doing this, so it's like, okay. Anyways, so he's asked for a picture, so I go, why don't you just look me up on YouTube? Which, then he goes, I gotta share this, and I'm like, I'm freaking out, going, what the fuck? It's like, what is this person thinking? It's like, he, like, pretty much typed in, I gotta share this over, like, with someone. I was like, what? Huh? Totally confused, totally like freaking out because I thought, oh my god, I'm going to get a stalker or something. I mean, it was so random. It was like, okay, why am I freaking out about this? I forgot about a lot of things. Well, I was worried about him making fun of me, or like going, haha, this person's so stupid. That goes back to middle school, people. Actually, it goes farther back than that. It goes to elementary school. Anyways, so I freaked out, and then I talked to someone, and they're like, yeah, well, let him do that. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks. You're so helpful, friend. So, today, then, like, earlier in the week, I was role-playing, you know how I role-play. Anyways, so I posted this role-play, and someone said, it has to be exciting. And halfway through the role-play, I don't know how many posts into the role-play, the person's like, I don't want to role-play anymore. It doesn't tell me why. But I know it's because it wasn't exciting. And then I typed today that role-playing is a two-way street. This is like one of my big peeves. That people, like the people I roleplay with, some people that I meet and roleplay with them, I don't physically meet them, but on the internet, it just seems like they expect the other person to come up with all the ideas for the roleplay. And this bugs the, I can't cuss, the stuff out of me. Because it's like, okay, I'm having a really hard day at coming up with creative ideas, and I want to roleplay, but the only people I roleplay with, the person I roleplay with, doesn't want to come up with ideas either. So it's like, okay, so how are we supposed to roleplay if you don't want to come up with ideas or add ideas to the already basic idea that I give? And so I'm like, oh, come on. It's like, what are you expecting me to do? Think everything up for you except what your character's doing? I had to think about my character too. You gotta add stuff to the roleplay so we can actually make this interesting and fun for both of us. And so that's what I said. And all she said back was, I'm tired. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? So that was like one of my big things. I think I talked about this earlier, or sometime, that I watched Julie and Juliet. The movie is about based on two true stories. And then I got the book. I'm reading the book. It's nothing like the movie, because they tell you more in the book. It's a little interesting about like the back history of Julia Powell and like stuff, and you're like, I'm a little worried about like the story, but that's just me, because I've only got in like 3 or 4 chapters in. I'm looking at my dog. See? My dog is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know now. My dog has been looking at her back end for a long time. I don't know why. It's like she's waiting to see her farts or something. I don't know. I just had to say that. I haven't slept at all today, which is not so good for me. So right now I'm working. See, she's looking at her butt. See that? I think that's weird. I mean, I haven't seen other dogs do that, but my dog does it. So, I don't know. She just looks at her butt. I know that was like totally weird and random and not really important. Okay. Anyways, so I'm doing something for my dad. And it involves typing a series of numbers, a series of names into the computer for hours on end. Anyways. Okay, I'll stop whining about that. I had to sit into my computer, like on Saturday, because my computer pretty much died. My poor laptop. I miss it so, because it was the only thing that could play The Sims on. Sims 3 on. And we had just got Sims World Adventure, and the computer dies on us. And it's depressing because it's like I'm going to lose all my stuff. All my writing, all my pictures, all my like role plays, chats, all the websites that I had on there. I'm going to have to do that all over again. And I'm going to be so mad. Because some of those websites are like things I use like pretty much every day, or I use more than once a week. Like some of the anime websites and stuff. And it took me hours and hours of searching for those things. So it's going to take me more and more hours to find them again, and I'm going to be so mad. The only reason my computer had to be sent in the first place was because the little thing inside you know where you plug in your computer to charge it? The little metal thing inside, if you ever look inside your laptop's plug-in thing, there's a little metal stick or whatever, and it was loose in my computer. It means it had a loose connection inside to the thing that charges the battery. And so I was like, oh man. And so we had to send it in. But I don't know if I'm going to get it back, like all fixed, or am I going to get a new one? I mean, a new one might be better, because it would be probably a newer version of the same computer. If you can't guess, it's a Toshiba. And Toshibas have issues no matter what you get. Mine had an overheating problem where it got so hot you could actually burn yourself on it if you're not careful. But I loved it thing. I loved it. It was like the computer I bought when I was in college. If you can't tell, I sort of dropped out. We're not going to go into that. But yeah, so okay, have you ever heard of the website WordPress? If you have, I have a WordPress account. Lazy Third Eye. Lazy Third Eye. Or My Mind of Lazy Third Eye. Just like my podcast, just like everything else I post under nowadays. So, yeah, I had it, and I hadn't posted on it, and now I'm posting on it, because I like it, because it tells you how many people have looked at your a certain post, or how many people have looked at your blog in like so many days. Unlike Blogspot or Blogger, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. If you want to look for it, I have it listed as my blog on the YouTube account thing down that way. So that's it, and I hope you like this post. I don't know. I have lots of viewers and not a lot of comments. So comment and subscribe to me. Thank you and goodbye.